Are you looking for the best base location in Grounded 2? Well, I have a spot for you. It's fast becoming my favorite base location so far in the game. There is a lot of space here for you to kind of like expand upon. There's lots of rare resources, lots of rare bugs around here, and you're really able to just grow and have an absolute blast. Now, it's an ambitious project, but check out this beauty. Doesn't that look pretty amazing? And the beautiful thing is no bugs at all are going to make it up to you, unless of course it is a flying bug. Now, yes, this game is different from Grounded 1. You will get attacked. You will get, you know, organized attacks happening on your base, and therefore you're gonna have to defend them. Well, luckily you're able to defend rather well up here. You only have to defend against flying bugs, and they're pretty simple to deal with. Now, it's an ambitious project, one in which you are going to need to build up to. I suggest building up to the rope, and then from the rope you're able to have an absolute blast and of course work on your base. As you can see, we even had an upside down turret, and it worked very, very well. The stairs themselves aren't too difficult to work with either, and as you can see, there are lots and lots of cool bugs around for us to farm as many goodies as possible. Now, the actual post itself, you are going to have to build on completely. I've used Pebblet foundations, but once you've pebbleted around the entire post and of course pebbleted the post itself, you're able to build a pretty decent sized building up here. As you can see, I have everything I need when it comes to storage. I even have a personal bedroom, and of course we have a roof as well where I can show off all of my goodies. This base has worked very, very well for me. It is a complicated and ambitious base, but I am going to show you exactly how it started. I noticed that there was a little bit of a glitching when it comes to actually placing structure on any of these posts. However, there is a workaround. So let's rewind a little bit, and as you can see, we are just starting off in this build right now, collecting some resources in which we're going to need lots of stems, which you have got around this area. There's actually loads of dandelions in and around this area, so you know, when it comes to stems, you're not going to be missing out, hence why most of my base was built out of stems. Now if we jump up here, careful with that rope. By the way, you won't die if you do fall off this rope. You do lose a lot of health, but you won't die, which is kind of helpful. As you can see, as we did it, we've actually got grass floors that we placed upon up first, and then we've used scaffold after that underneath that in order to build our platform. Also 500 raw sites up there, so it's absolutely a place you're going to want to check out. And we're pretty able to access a lot of the garden once zip wires do become active. Of course, they were in Grounded 1, probably going to be in this game eventually as well. Now, like I said, the key is clipping in some floors. Once you put your floors on, you can upgrade them a little bit later, but you're going to be wanting to put on your scaffold foundation directly underneath this, and then that's how you're going to be able to build a nice little platform all the way up there. You do need to actually build your way up there. I haven't found any way to naturally jump up there or glide on it, unfortunately. But the building itself is actually pretty easy and pretty simple. And if I do say so myself, it's a very cool looking base. And once again, here it is on the map. Just here, I doubt these things are going to get upgraded too much, so I don't think anything bad's actually going to happen to your base if you manage to build here. All in all, it's just a lot of fun. You can put this base idea on, of course, any of those posts that are around there. But this is the post that I found just worked for me, just because there are so many mushrooms around, there's so many dandelions around, there's thistles around, there's some really rare bugs around too. And of course, once it's built, once you're up there, even with a lean-to, you're pretty much impossible to touch, which is bloody handy. I also just wanted to show you another perk, because one thing I do say is don't build a base unless there is a restart station nearby. And if we just pop around here, you can see that we've got the base on one side, and just down here it is guarded by a little funky ants or two is the research station. There's also fresh water in that research station as well, if you happen to need it when you very first get here. There we have it, guys. That is my top base location for you. Let me know down in the comments where you would like to build, and of course if you found a better location, let the community know, because I'd love to see where you've built. But until next time, I've been a monk, who've been Inquisitor Clueless, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.